It's episode one. No, it's episode 212. This is Alex Woody. I haven't weighed 212 pounds since I was 2. Can't even remember. And this is Midnight in the Bay podcast. And apparently we're in Dale's bar. It says Dale's Pale Ale. I walked in, no one was in here. They're like, hello? Ugh. Horrible. You guys are like, we know this is Zoom, idiot. We know this is a virtual background. Well, come on, let me have fun, alright? Yeah. I can't think. I'm just a fat guy with a beard. You probably clicked on my link on Twitter, and you are upset you clicked on it. You're like, this guy, he's a KKK member. He's trying to recruit my black ass so I can combat some black people and get back at my team. That is true. I am a recruiter for KKK. Welcome to your seminar. We're going to open up with how much we hate everyone. The ironic part is they just hate themselves. Not a member of the KKK. Was a member for a little bit of the AA. Alcoholics Anonymous, woo! And I was a member of AAA, AAA, hey, roadside assistance. And now I'm a member of Ate Too Much Food Before Doing the Podcast. Now I can barely speak or think, and I'm drinking a beer. Yep. That's this podcast. Good night. I thought, hey, that's a great idea. Let's eat ribs, chicken, brisket, mashed potatoes, beans, ice cream cake, biscuits with apple butter. Eat so much you can't think or walk. Yeah, someone had to put me in the car. And then drive home, waddle up your door, waddle to the bedroom, and make a podcast where you gotta think and talk. Because thinking and talking is awesome when you're full of meat. Just ask a gay guy. Don't ask me, am I gay? Where am I? If you're listening to the when am I Indian? Native American, love them. I, caramba. Ate too much. Drinking a beer. That's what fat white dudes do. I'm trying to be like what's the word? The stereotypical white guy. That is an uneducated person trying to figure out how to say stereotypical. College people were like, oh, interesting, very interesting. So that's how the doofus thinks. I can't think. And if my beard gets any longer, I'm gonna have to join Duck Dynasty. I'm gonna have to go live in the swamps. I'm gonna have to live in the South and flip off an Asian driver and join bowling league. If this look continues, it's I'm not gonna survive in California. People are gonna kick me out. They're gonna be like, get to a NASCAR event now, you racist piece of shit. And I'm like, I'm not. I want to go to NBA game and wear black clothes and wear Jordans. Dude, I bought some jerseys recently, and I'm just like, ooh. You ever picture yourself looking different than what you actually are? And then you buy something, and then you put it on, you're like, what was I thinking? That's how I've been with these basketball jersey. You ever see a big guy wear a basketball jersey? It's not good. It's actually disgusting. But I'm looking at changing the times, pushing those fat guy look with the basketball jersey. I have no stamina for talking right now. I'm just like, my body is just held up by the rib meat I ate. The brisket meat's like holding up my body. I'm just thinking about like when is the show over? And you guys are thinking like, why do I listen? And I'm just like, oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me? A lot of things. I was supposed to have a guest come on the podcast today, and they said my back. I pulled it. It hurts. I'm gonna go see a massage therapist. I'm like, okay. And then I told the guy, I heard they can jerk your back pain out of you. At least that's what my dad said when I got him at the massage parlor. um, so now it's just me, and you guys just clicked on the link under podcast recommendations on Twitter, or you're on Reddit and you accidentally clicked on this. And you're like, oh god, I wanted something funny, but who is this guy? I'm Alex Woody. I'm a dad. I'm obviously a enthusiast for putting meat in my body. Love gays. Love barbecue too, and I like beer. Cheers. Do you guys like cucumbers? Have you ever eaten them off of someone's face? I had I had gotten a massage with a chick back in the day, and afterwards, after the masseuses left, she still had the little cucumbers on her eyes, and she was getting a little frisky, and she was about to take them off before we hooked up, and I said, leave it on. Let me tell you, it was a quick interaction. I was like, whoa, this is cool. Sometimes you do something different, change it up, it really gets you, whoa, hey, whoa, you're doing different. You're making different. I never felt that before. You know, um, you gotta try different things when you've been in a relationship for a little bit. That chick did stop seeing me after the cucumber incident. She was like, that was weird. I had to keep my eyes closed and you came on the cucumber. I was like, he was gonna ask him before you spray him. That's his politeness. She's like, I might call your mom. You're rude. I'm like, don't. She knows. She knows. Us Woodies, we got a hard head. Oh, just on cue, I love. Let's turn on the heater. Is that the fan or the heater? God. She's like, I think my wife heard that joke. She's like, this podcast has to stop. She's like, let's blast the heater. That was a horrible joke. Can you guys hear the heater? This is fun. Love the heater. Love it. Robots are not only taking... Okay, I gotta stop with the heater. Thank you. Much better. Trying to sabotage the podcast. Guess what, guy? The barbecue meat's already doing that. What was I talking about? Robots. They are not only taking away the Mexican jobs, but also our wives as well. I saw this blowjob machine on a porn site. This thing, it looks like it could slobber your dick and make you put on a diaper afterwards and suck on your thumb and say, Mommy. I mean, this thing looks like it's like the soul out you, And I'm thinking, they want you to leave your significant other. They want your relationship to end. They're making things that aren't humanly possible. The robots, they're taking over from the bedroom and on. And people aren't seeing that because they're coming from behind. You know? They are coming and they're making us come and converting us. You know, they're like, oh my god, robots are cool. They are great. We don't need humans. What is woman? What? I don't need her. We got these machines. That is scary. That is really scary. Think about it, guys. I mean, they are saying that people in their 30s, 20s, they're not having sex as much because they got those machines. What human can compete with a machine? And I'm just worried that there's a machine out there. There's definitely a machine out there that does better than me. You know what I mean? And thank God the wife doesn't go on those sites and realizes that, because I'd be long gone out of here. I'd be, bon voyage, Alex, here, take your stuff. You know, there's got to be something, something black, something big, you know what I mean? A machine that you can sit on, and then that's it, And I will not be replaced by a machine. If I see that machine in here, I will break it. I will return it. But until then, I am just playing Disney movies for the wife. No naughty ideas. Don't even think about going on a website. I'm terrified. If there's a blowjob machine out there for men, there's some kind of blowing machine for women. Let me tell you, I bet you it can last a lot longer than a chubby white guy who's receding faster than the British in the 1970s. you know, I bet you there's a machine out there that can last longer than a chubby guy who ate too much meat before a podcast, who's huffing and puffing and coming up with excuses. Let me just lay next to you and flick it. You know what I mean? Machines just go, 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 go. No one is going to be able to compete with a machine unless you become part machine. And that's what's going to happen. Guys are going to get metal tongues. They're going to get, robot hands for the fingers. They're going to get robot lungs for the stamina. We're going to have to become robots to compete. And you know what? It's scary. They said, the porn, it's ruining relationships. I'm scared for my life. My wife is going to discover porn. She hasn't yet. And don't tell her either about it. She's going to be long gone, The only thing I do, oh my God. Thank God my wife's not in this room. She divorced me with that fart. Ooh, this thing's freaking smelly. Ooh, my God. Ugh. You ever smell a meat fire? Ugh. I tell you, it's not pleasant. If I had hair on my hair, my head would fall out. I had to dive in front of the bathroom the other day so my cat wouldn't go in after me. You know what I mean? All of his hair would have fell out. He would have came walking out like Dr. Evil's cat, Machines taking our jobs, taking our women, replacing us. We become half machine. We integrate. Our parents, they're old. They one day adopt a robot boy. Hey, they call you one day. Hey, I know we're in our 80s and we're just tired. We miss having your grandkids around. They're all old now and they're fucking around and we never see them and you're not around, Because California's so expensive, I gotta work 7 jobs. So we got we adopted. You got a brother. What? You're too old to raise a kid. It's a robot kid. You don't have to do much. And they're very helpful. Yeah, that's coming soon. That's coming soon. You're gonna be like, helpful? What do you mean? And Your stepdad, and you're gonna get a phone call and say, "Your stepdad went crazy on the boy. He broke his head open. He said the robot, well, the robot caught, well, the robot was in bed with me." What? This is weird. Robots are making life horrible because I gotta hear about infidelity from my mom. I am not looking forward to any of this, any of the future. I think the future is just gonna suck. Hi, Mr. Negative. Nice to meet you. It's just too much, and then I feel like technology just adds more addictions. Oh, hi, new addiction. Nice to see I'm holding up a phone, audio listeners. It's just like, let's go back. Let's go back to the fucking 80s where you had shit cars, you didn't have to wear a seatbelt, the VHS player, the tape player, you know what I mean? Actually, let's keep the iPods. I need legit source of music, but because I need headphones because I run a lot. I uh, I just want to go back when shit was just simpler. I feel like the phone's always like, talk to me, touch me, look at me. It's like a needy girlfriend, and I already got the wife, Which, by the way, I told the wife that we're gonna be Mormon from now on. And she's like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Yeah, there's gonna be some changes there, maybe some new wives." She's like, "Can I pick them?" I'm like, "Oh God." She's like, "Yeah, I want to pick transgender women." I'm like, "Perfect. It's 2021. One day I can have a guy. One day I can have a woman. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Wife very progressive. Wife very progressive. Don't know how the kid's gonna deal with that, but that's for another day. I I'm scared for uh, everyone when the robots show up. Um, Even the trans people, they got to deal with the robots. The robots aren't going to understand. They're programmed men and women. And the trans people are going to have to, they're going to get hit by a robot who's blocking the woman's bathroom. Hey, me sense you have penis. That's the robot. Me sense you have penis, and the trans woman's going to be like, no, no, I can go in there. I'm a woman now. This is a robot. You can come in if I can laser your penis off. It's going to be difficult for everyone. That's my point. And I think the only people it won't be difficult for is the people that hide in the woods, the people that still have tape decks and, think fucking the 80s is still the 80s. People just aren't committed to the cell phone. There's people still like that. Those people are going to survive the robotic apocalypse. And the nerds are going to be like, the scientists who make the robots, they're going to be like, hey, sorry. You can't trust too smart of people. You just can't trust them. They overthink. You ever hang out with someone really smart? They're like overthinking. They're like, should I get the cheeseburger? But the cheese, it's a lot of calories, and the meat is probably not grass fed, and but it comes from this country and this country. Yeah, I might get this. I'm like, shut the fuck up and order a goddamn cheeseburger. Be an American. Put something in your body you don't know where it comes from. Sounds like a college girl in Miami. Oh man, I hope I don't get in trouble for being in this bar so late at night. Audio listeners, background for the Zoom show is a bar. Oh my god, burping a lot. I heard a commercial for Vicks Vapor Rub, and the lady in the commercial goes, "I use Vicks on my face under my nose, and I even take baths with it. I'm like, sounds like you're talking about a man, not a medication. Jesus, cool it on the vape, lady. I feel like some people they can't find a man, or let's not make this sexist. When they can't find a partner, they get into other things. That's what this lady is. She's like, oh my god, I can't find anyone, but this is kind of like a person. No, it's not the medication. I put this everywhere and sleep with it and swim with it. It's creepy. There's people that do this with animals. Oh, hey Sally, when are you gonna meet someone? Oh, I have my dog. When are you gonna meet a person? Well, the dog keeps me happy. Okay, that's when a friend calls. Hey, we need to get Samantha laid. She's losing it. We said we need to get her to meet someone. This is insane. She's rubbing Vic's body rub all over her. She was taking a bath with it. I was very confused by that commercial. I was like, bath? This is inappropriate. I'm watching this with my kid. We're watching you in the bath. When someone posts a picture online on social media and they say they're hanging out with the most beautiful woman in the world, the majority of them are wrong. I mean, you're trying to tell me that 1 out of 7.753 billion people, you're saying that's the one? You're saying that's the Neo? You're hanging out with a Neo? Your name is Theodore. You work at CVS. Doubtful. I don't think Neo has back tattoos and a piercing coming from her nose to her ear. This is a very wrong caption. I think you need to change it. You can't put a comment like that. I think you need to change that caption. She's ugly as fuck. That would be an interesting concept for social media. Saying whatever is actually on your mind. I found that just ironic. I was like, at first I read the caption, I was like, holy shit, most beautiful woman. I was like, eesh. I think you're lying. I can even tell, the guy's face was even like, just say you're banging her for her body and you guys accidentally went to Disneyland. You know what I mean? Just say that. It's upsetting when people lie on social media. Very upsetting. The rain came out and played today. Hi. Can I mess up your day on the freeway? Yeah, no problem. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, make a bunch of car accidents. Have that guy almost hit me. Cool, Ray. Thank you. Early Christmas gift. The one thing the rain did help is if you're wearing khakis and you get some pee on it, no one can tell. You're wet as a dog. Hey, I got some pee on my pants because I have a penis that sometimes shoots urine from the sides like a hose. And you can't tell, you know. Rain trick doesn't work when you tell someone. They don't get drunk at work. And let me just mention real quick, podcast. It's brought to you by Silver Tongue Audio. I know, hard to believe this podcast is brought to you by someone. Go to their website, Silver Tongue Audio. You see my podcast there, free to download. Days and Disturb, great podcast. Creepy stuff, stoner, love it. Free downloads, and then NPC podcast, video games, addiction, people in the industry talking about video games. It's amazing. Check it out, silvertongueaudio.org. This afternoon, or I guess tomorrow, since it's nighttime, I will be performing at Dave & Buster's. They don't know I'll be performing comedy. I'm just going to show up and start. I'm sure someone would beat the shit out of me. I'll post this podcast and write, take a listen. I almost died in it. People hardly take a listen. I think because I've said that so many times that people have clicked on it and they're just like disappointed, like, oh, you didn't die. I don't get why mean people are called dicks. Are dicks mean? I mean, I guess they can be, right? Could be a little too aggressive. They can get you wet without asking. You yell at someone for being mean. Hey, dickhead. Stop being a dickhead. Where'd that come from? Dickhead's mean? Kind of, right? Majority of the part, they're not. I don't get that. I have to ask my wife why she called me that. You don't make sense. You ever think you're cooler than you really are? Guilty. I think this podcast is cool. If you're too nice of a person, if you're no no no, if you're too nice to people, will be afraid to tell you the truth. If you're mean, they're dying to tell you the truth, right? So like, you know anyone that's super nice, right? But like, they may do some stuff, and you're like, "Ew, this is annoying," but you never say anything because they're super nice, and you don't hurt their feelings, right? They're super nice. But have you ever known someone that's super mean? You're dying to tell them the flaws. You know, you're dying to have a couple of drinks, and then when they're a little boozy, you tell them. That's when you tell anyone bad news or like how you really feel. Get them a little drunk. They can handle it a little better, and they won't remember it in the morning. What did we talk about last night? Don't worry about it. I had a small Asian man. Oh, I thought he was coming out my throat right there for a second. It was just a burp. He made me a sandwich the other day. He barely put anything on the sandwich. A little bit of meat, tiny bit of salad. I'm looking at him. The hell are you doing? You look at your customers before you make the sandwich? I'm not a malnutritious guy. I need the protein. This guy was probably making a little sandwich like, no, you don't need the protein. Yeah, I mean, this guy was probably saving my life. I was angry. You ever get angry? You're like, come on. In my head, I'm like, come on, guy, what the fuck? That's a $15 for a tiny little thing. But in this guy's head, he's like, oh, it looks like his mom makes a lot of bread and stuff for him. I'm gonna make it something smaller, you know? I see mother of time instead of father of time because I'm not sexist. And time's also a bitch. You know you're privileged when you blast the heater and have the windows down at the same time. You know, I was doing that in the car the other day, just wasting electricity and gas. I was like, you know what? I don't have it too bad. Someone told me they had their fat clothes on. I'm like, that's all my clothes. I told my wife, oh, I already said that. Oh, roller coasters. I went on a couple. I was gonna shit my pants. It's like when a roller coaster gets so crazy. I don't get roller coasters. You go on there, everyone's screaming and hollering. You feel like you're gonna die, but then you don't, and you're happy at the end you didn't die. You know, it's like this is who wants to experience that? People want to experience almost dying and then not. It's like if you want to experience that, go jump out of a fucking airplane. You know, really stressful. You know, a roller coaster, and when you're a big guy, you're like, everything's going. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm on a diet. I am on the diet where you eat a little bit throughout the day. I say a little bit of everything. Yeah. My buddy told me he wanted to be a colored commentator. And I said, sorry, Bob, but you're white. I'm glad the pandemic is still around because I get to keep my job because there's no Christmas party where I overdrink and say inappropriate things. That's cool. It's hard to be really nice. Okay, yeah, we already got that. Guys, that's been the podcast. A little quick one, full of meat. Next episode, I'm bringing someone on. I'm not eating a bunch. And I think I might get drunk for it. Fuck it. Guys, thank you. Oh, let's close with a little music here. A little dad beat. A little dad beat for the little dad ears here.